All right, let's talk about something that drives so many WordPress users crazy. You're on this constant mission to make your site faster. But what if I told you that the very tools you're using to fix the problem are actually the cause of it? So you've got this awesome website, but you just know it could be snappier. And you've heard it a million times, right? Speed is everything for SEO, for keeping people from bouncing, basically for your entire online success. So you do the logical thing. You start grabbing the tools. You install a caching plugin. Check. Then an image optimizer to shrink down those big photo files. Check. Oh, and maybe you add one more to minify your code. You feel like you're doing everything right, checking all the boxes. But here's the twist, the thing that is just so counterintuitive. What if that whole collection of speed solutions you just installed is the very thing that's grinding your site to a halt? This is what we call the hidden plugin problem, and it's a perfect example of the cure being way worse than the disease. It turns out the more you try to fix your site's speed from the inside of WordPress, the more tangled up and, yeah, slower it can actually get. And believe me, this isn't some rare issue. It's incredibly common. We're seeing that the average WordPress site is running somewhere between 4 and 7 different optimization plugins all at the same time. And the result of that plugin pileup, it can add a staggering 2 to 3 seconds of extra load time. I'll say that again. The tools you got to make your site faster are making it significantly slower. It's wild. Someone explained it perfectly with this analogy. It's like having 5 chefs in one kitchen. They're all trying to cook the same meal, but they're all using completely different recipes. What you end up with isn't a delicious dinner. You end up with just chaos. And your website's performance is paying the price. So let's break down what's actually happening under the hood. First, you get straight-up plugin conflicts. This is where plugins just don't play nicely together, and things on your site literally break. Then there's redundant features. Maybe your caching plugin and your image plugin both try to lazy load images. That creates a mess. And finally, all of this activity creates database bloat, which just clogs up your server with junk data and slows everything down. So, if piling on more plugins inside WordPress isn't the solution, what is? Well, it really requires a totally different way of thinking. You have to stop trying to fix the problem from the inside out and start optimizing it from the outside in. Look at the comparison here. The old way, the plugin approach, shoves all this complexity right into your WordPress dashboard. It's famous for breaking and you have to constantly manage it. The new way, the external approach, is the total opposite. It applies all the speed improvements from the outside before a visitor even gets to your site. It's seamless, it's integrated, and best of all, it's automated and totally hands-off. And that right there is the key takeaway. You have to stop looking for that perfect combination of plugins. The real goal is to get rid of that complexity altogether and just let one single automated system handle the whole thing for you. So this brings us to what that solution actually looks like. Instead of adding more and more pieces to the puzzle, we focus on a single point of automation that does all of that heavy lifting for you. And the crazy part is how simple it is. It's called a one-line solution. You literally just add a single snippet of code to your site. That's it. That one line unlocks a super powerful external optimization engine. No plugins to install, no complicated settings to mess with, no tech headaches. The whole process is about as easy as it gets. Step 1, add that line of code. It's a one-time thing. Step 2, an AI engine instantly goes to work, applying more than 15 proven speed optimizations to your site, all automatically. And step 3, you just sit back and watch your speed scores climb. It's a true set-it-and-forget-it system. So what's actually going on in the background? Well, it's basically everything you were trying to do with all those different plugins, but it's all handled by one coordinated system. Instead of a caching plugin, you get advanced caching strategies. Instead of an image optimizer, you get smart compression and lazy loading. It takes care of code minification and a whole bunch of other techniques without you having to lift a finger. Okay, so the idea sounds great, but what really matters are the results, right? Let's take a look at the actual real-world impact when you switch from that plugin-heavy approach to an automated one. The data here really tells the story. Your average WordPress site, bogged down with all those plugins, is loading in a painful 4.7 seconds. But with an automated external system, that load time gets slashed to under 2.5 seconds. That's not just an improvement, it's a total game changer. And why is that 2.5-second number so important? Well, that's the magic number for Google's Core Web Vitals. Getting under that mark means you get a good score, which is a direct ranking factor for SEO. Basically, Google sees your site as providing a great experience and rewards you for it. But at the end of the day, this isn't just about chasing a high score on some speed test. This is about real business results. A faster site means fewer people leaving, it means higher conversion rates, and it just gives a more professional, polished feel to every single person who visits your page. And the return on investment? It's just staggering. The data shows that these automated systems can deliver a 457% better ROI than trying to wrestle with plugins or do manual fixes yourself. So automation isn't just easier, it is dramatically more effective. So we'll leave you with this question. Go take a hard look at your own WordPress site. Count them up. How many different speed solutions do you have running right now? It's really worth asking if they're solving the problem or if they've become the problem. It might be time to start thinking beyond the plugins.